from this table? Any guesses? Yes. Ooh, that is a very close guess. So they have identified almost 1 million different types of insects. And they think there's at least another 1 million that they have not identified. And there could be up to 20 million that they haven't identified. So there's lots and lots of different types of insects. They are the biggest animal group. To all you kids, and you need to find the person that has the same scent as you do. So you need to find the pair, okay? So they all have plastic lids, so you want to lift the lid, smell it, and then check around. And you're going to have to get up and move around. And then once you find your partner, find the matching scent, then you sit down. All right. Okay. So now you can take a sniff, and then you're going to have to get up, move around, and find the person who has the matching scent. So you're going to have to get up, move around.
Oh, I know what you got.
Is that a motor?
Try and keep the lids on as much as possible so that the scent stays.
Are you all right? You took a big lift, didn't you? Yeah.
Take a little. That's and if you find a matching scent, then just have a seat. So who had vinegar? That one's pretty easy to find, isn't it? Yeah. So there was vinegar. What other scent did you for certain identify? You guys had what? Peppermint. Yep. And you guys have almond. And then there was like a lavender. And then there was pomegranate. And then just a perfumey scent. Very good. You have identified your insect partner. Excellent. All right. So we have determined insects can smell because you guys found all your insect partners. And do they make noises? Do insects make noises?
Yes.
Yes. What kind of insect? Can you give me an insect? What insects make noises?
Cicada.
Cicada. Bees. Probably a lot of them do, but the ones that we know of easily. What? What was yours in the green shirt?
Fly.
Fly.
I was
Yes.
gonna say fly too.
Crickets. Crickets. Yes. Oh, missing cockroaches. Ooh, we didn't have that one before. So, they all make noise. So we're gonna make a insect humming craft. Wow. Yes, you get to keep them. I hear an awful lot of bugs.
I was gonna say there's a lot of insects around.
They make different noises depending on I'm gonna do it.
Yes. Yep, the length of the string you use.
It sounds like a fly.
Every class has gotten a different insect. And you guys get a firefly. So a firefly, has anybody seen them around? Like over the summer? Have you seen them?
Saw one last night.
That's good, because fireflies are in decline. As many insects are. Why do you think insects are in decline?
Where's that? Maybe there's less of them.
There's less of them, but why? Yes. I know what you mean. Pollution is one. What's another? That is actually one of the main reasons fireflies are in decline. Yes, and we'll go into that in just a minute. Very good. And anything else? Yes. It could be global warming. Climate change is changing all sorts of things, and it will affect insects as well. Loss of habitat. For fireflies, the big one is also light pollution. You guys heard of light pollution?
No.
So that means we have so many lights on all the time that bugs can't tell if it's day or night. So fireflies find their mates by flashing their lights, right? So if it's so bright in somebody's backyard that they can't, at night, that they can't tell where another firefly is. So that can cause, so if you have motion sensor lights are a great way to go because they just come on and then they go off. That's what we have in our backyard. Yes?
We have like a decent sized plant next to us where there's a whole load of fireflies.
That is so cool. So there's over 2,000 different kinds of fireflies, and they're a beetle, the same as a ladybug, which we did in an earlier group. And fireflies are bioluminescent, which means they can create their own light. And the firefly light can be yellow, green, or orange.
I've seen green.
Have you seen green? Mostly I just see the yellow.
I've seen it.
But that chemical reaction that causes the bioluminescence produces an enzyme called luciferase, and that is used in some tests, chemical tests and ID tests that they use in the scientific community. And harvest, before they had synthetic luciferase, which they do now, but some companies still want the original, which goes back to they get harvested for their luciferase, for that enzyme. So that's one reason fireflies are in decline, because they used to pay people so much per pound of firefly. But you'd have to have a lot. Think how big a firefly is. It's like this big. So you'd have to have a lot of them to get a pound.
All right, Abby, what type of skeleton does an insect have?
An exoskeleton.
Over what is one way an insect helps us?
They make honey.
Which kind of insect?
A bee.
Landon, how many legs do insects have?
6.
Logan, tell me the name of one of the insect body parts.
A abdomen.
Can you tell me the name of one of the insect body parts?
A thorax.
Henry, what's the name of one of the insect body parts?
A head with compound eyes.
How many compound eyes does an insect have?
2.
How many simple eyes does an insect have?
3.
Eve, how many wings do most adult insects have?
4.
Aiden, how many wings do flies have?
2.
Madeline, what's one type of mouth that insects have?
Mandible.
Parks, besides a mandible, what's the other type of mouth insects have?
Proboscis.
All right, Hank. What is a proboscis like?
A straw.
And what insect has a proboscis?
A butterfly.
Wow, how do insects breathe?
They have holes inside of their body so the air goes out through there.
So, Chloe, we know that insects do not have lungs. They have holes on the side of their body. What are those holes called?
Spiracles.
Braden, is a spider an insect?
No.
Sal, what family do spiders belong in?
Arachnids.
Luna, why are spiders not insects?
They have 2 body parts and 8 legs.
How many body parts do insects have?
3.
And how many legs?
6.
Take a bow! Nice!
Take a bow!
Yay!
Take a bow!
Allison.